Hi everybody and welcome back. This is the second part of the two-part video for the little Naruto outfit. Remember, the size is 0 to 3 months. This is just me showing you again the top part of the tutorial. We would have made this in the first part of the video. And so today we're just going to move on to making the pants. And so to start, what we're going to do is we're actually going to begin with our 5mm crochet hook, and we're going to use our orange yarn, and we're going to start with a chain of 60. So I'm just showing you here that this is the 5mm hook that we're going to use, and we're going to do a chain of 60. So here I have that chain of 60 made, and now what you're going to do is to make without twisting your work, you're just going to slip stitch into the first chain to form a large ring, and that's what I'm doing here. And once that is done, we are going to chain one, and remember guys, your chain one does not count as a stitch, and you're just going to double crochet in that same space as you chain one, and then you're going to place a double crochet in each stitch all the way around. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to meet back up and show you guys what it looks like, and then once completed. Okay, and so this is what it looks like once completed. And so now for round 2, what we're going to do is we're going to make our chain of 1 like we always do, and we're going to do a front post double crochet in that first stitch, and then we're going to back post double crochet in the next stitch. And this is going to be the repeat pattern for round 2. So you're going to do a front post double crochet in the next, and then a back post double crochet in the next one, and that's where you're going to repeat all the way around, and then slip stitch to join. So I'm going to do that and then meet back up and show you guys what it looks like once completed. And this is what it looks like once completed. And so now for round 3, what we're going to do is, well, I'm going to slip stitch to the first stitch to join like we always would, but what we're going to do for round 3 is we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to single crochet in that same stitch as you chain 1, and then we're going to single crochet in each stitch all the way around, and then slip stitch to join. I'm going to do this and then come back and show you guys what's the next step. And this is what it looks like once we've completed that round of single crochet. And so now for round 4, what we're going to do is we're going to chain 1 at the beginning always. Remember, this doesn't count as a stitch, and we're going to double crochet in the same stitch and in each stitch all the way around. Once completed, we'll come back and we're going to work on the next couple of rounds before we start working on like the legs of the pants. Okay, so this is round 4 completed, and this is what it should look like. So now what we're going to do is we're going to work on round 5 to 7, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my chain 1 in the beginning and double crochet in that same stitch, and then we're going to just double crochet in each stitch all the way around. So we're doing this for rounds 5 to 7. So I'm going to do this and then me back up and show you guys what it looks like once completed, and then we move on to like the pants legs, the legs parts of the pants. Okay guys, and this is what it looks like once we've completed those last couple of rounds. And so now what we're going to do, so here I haven't finished the round completely. I went ahead and I placed a stitch marker in that 30th stitch, counting from the first stitch at the beginning of the round. So to complete now, what we're going to do is form the legs, is we're going to insert the hook into both the first stitch and that marked stitch, which is what I'm doing here. I'm just going to remove the stitch marker, and we're going to slip stitch through both of those, and this is what's going to form our pants leg. And then we should equally have 30 stitches on either side to work for working for both legs. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to chain 1 double crochet in the same stitch, and then place a double crochet in each stitch all the way around to form that first round of the left leg. And then I'm going to show you guys what it looks like once completed. So here I'm just showing you guys that where you see the seam, that's what I consider to be the back part of the pants, and this is the front. So just continue on, and then I'll show you what we do next. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I haven't completely finished it off. I'm just showing you, this is where we made our first stitch, and we're going to make our last stitch, which would be our 30th stitch in that basically is like the same stitch, because it's where we would have joined the 2 stitches together to form the legs, but we want to place our last stitch in there as well to form the 30th stitch, and then we're just going to slip stitch to join like we would and continue on. But for this next round, what we're going to do is we're going to drop the orange yarn and pick up the white to complete the slip stitch, and then we're going to basically continue the pattern for the pants, which is basically just double crochets all the way around, but we just change colors in between for the left leg. So I've picked up the white yarn and joined that in there, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to chain 1 and then double crochet in that same stitch, and then I'm going to place a double crochet in each stitch all the way around. So I'm going to do that and then come back and show you what we're going to do next, and we're going to do the same thing again with the white yarn and then switch colors again. Okay, and this is what it looks like. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to move on to the next round. This would be round 3 of the leg of the pants. And so now what we're going to do is we're just going to do the same thing again. Is we're going to chain 1 and we're going to double crochet in the same space as that chain 1, and then we're going to just place 1 double crochet in each stitch all the way around. And then what we're going to do at the end is we're going to actually switch colors to the black yarn. And so I'm going to do that and then meet back up and show you guys what we do for round 4. Okay guys, and this is what it looks like. This is the back of our work. You can see the seam, and I'm just going to flip it and show you the front part of it, and that's it there. And so what I'm going to do to finish off the round is I'm going to drop my white yarn and pick up the black, and then we're just going to repeat the pattern that we would have been doing so far. But I'm just doing this round in black, and we're only doing 1 round in black, and then we're going to switch back to the white yarn. So here I'm just showing you that I'm just going to drop that white and pick up the black yarn and continue the pattern as normal. And we're not going to snip off the white yarn because we're going to reattach it and continue with the white yarn for 2 more rounds. So I'm just showing you what I'm doing here, and then we're going to move on to the next 2 rounds, which we're going to do in white. Okay guys, so this is what it looks like once we've completed that round of black. And now what we're going to do is we're going to drop the black yarn and pick up the white, and we're going to do 2 more rounds of double crochet in the white yarn. So I'm just showing you what I do here. This is the same thing that we did so far. We're just going to reattach the white yarn. We're going to chain 1 double crochet in each stitch all the way around. So I was just showing you guys here that so you can see it better, because I know it's black, but yeah, so you just do the same thing all the way around. Once those two rounds have been completed, I'm going to move on and show you what we do next. Okay guys, so this is what it looks like once completed. This is the front of our work, and those two rounds of white would complete rounds 5 and 6. So now what we're going to do is we're going to move on to round 7, and with this we're just going to drop the white color and we're going to pick up the orange color again, and we're doing the same thing for round 7. We're just doing a double crochet in each stitch all the way around. Remember to make a chain 1 at the beginning of the round, which does not count as a stitch. So I'm just showing you that that's what I do here, and we're going to complete that, and then we're going to move on to what we do for the remainder of the pants. And it's just a repeat pattern at this point, all the way down. So for the next few rounds, we're just going to do a double crochet in each stitch all the way around, but we're no longer changing the colors. But I'm just showing you that this is what I'm doing, and then I cut the camera and show you what we do for the remainder of the pants. And I just wanted to show you guys, this is what it looks like. Remember, you're just putting a double crochet in each stitch all the way around. This is the front. I'm going to show you how it looks at the back. And then for the remainder of the pants, for rounds 8 to 20, we're actually just going to do the same exact thing. We're no longer changing colors like I mentioned before. So you're just placing a double crochet in each stitch all the way around. So I'm going to do that and then come and show you guys what it looks like once completed, and then we move on to the rest of our pattern. Okay, so this is what it looks like once completed. I went ahead and I completed rounds 8 to 20. And now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to tie off my work, and I'm actually going to fold up the leg of the pants. And we're going to fold it up, include at least 3 rounds of the work, or at least until it measures around 22 centimeters. So I'm just showing you here that I'm tying off the work, and then I'm going to fold it up, and then we're going to work on the right leg of the pants, which is the same exact pattern, but we're not changing the colors at all. We're just placing a double crochet in each stitch all the way around. And so I'm just going to show you what I'm doing here, and then we work on the right leg of the pants. Okay, so what I did is I joined my orange yarn into the first stitch. It's kind of close to the corner. Well, not really the corner, but it looks it's close to the first leg of the pants. And so we're not going into where I'm showing you here, because we have a stitch in there from the other pants leg. So I'm going to chain 1, and then I'm going to place my double crochet in that same spot, and then I'm going to double crochet not in that same space that we have that first those stitches in from the previous leg, but we're going to skip that and go in the next one, and then we're going to go all the way around, and we're going to have a total of 30 stitches for the leg. So I'm just placing a double crochet in each stitch all the way around, and this is our repeat pattern for the right leg of the pants. We're just doing a total of 20 rounds all the way down and we're not switching colors, we're doing it all in the orange yarn. So just placing 1 double crochet in each stitch all the way around. So I'm going to do that and then show you guys what it looks like once completed. So I'm just showing you how it looks once completed. So remember, you have a total of 30 stitches all the way around, and now I'm just going to slip stitch to join and then repeat the pattern all the way around. So I'm just placing a double crochet in each stitch all the way around. And remember, we're doing this for a total of 20 rounds. So I'm going to complete the pants off camera and show you guys what it looks like once completed. And oh, here I was showing you that little space that we would have from skipping the little stitch area that I would have showed you, but don't worry about that. We're just going to like sew that in place, or sew it together to hide up that hole. So continue the pattern as you should for a total of 20 rounds, and then I show you guys what it looks like once completed, and then we just have to do the last finishing touches to finish off the pants. Okay, so this is what it looks like once completed. I went ahead and I folded up the pants the correct way to make sure that I did in fact have the legs measuring from the crotch down, including that full about 22 centimeters. So this is what it looks like so far, and basically we're finished. But now what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to do a round of single crochet around the waistline of the pants, just to make it neater. You don't have to do this, but I prefer everything to look a little bit neat. So I'm just going to attach the yarn and then just do a chain of 1. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just going to attach the yarn, chain 1, and then place a single crochet in that same spot, and then put a single crochet in each stitch all the way around. And then once completed, I tie off, and then I would sew in my tails. And then the last thing to do is to just work on the drawstring of the pants, which we would insert in the waistline once completed. And so this is what it looks like once completed. So here I'm just going to slip stitch to join, and then I'm going to tie off. And the next thing to do is to make our drawstring, which we're going to insert into the waistband of the pants. So grabbing the orange yarn, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a chain of 100, and then once completed, I'm going to insert that chain into the waistband of the pants. I'm going to do that off camera. I'm going to sew in any tails that I have left to sew in, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like once completed, the entire set. And that brings us to the end. And ta-da, this is what it looks like once completed. This is the entire set with the pants facing us, the shirt. This is the back of the top. I hope you guys like it. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Please try making it and let me know what you think. You can follow me on social media on Instagram. You can also check me out on TikTok. I don't really post anything though. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like the button if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye guys.